Good day, guys. Today I want to speak about reincarnation. And reincarnation is something that people never speak about. Religion never spoke about that. Where I'm coming from, Christianity, they never spoke about reincarnation. In fact, it's not in the Bible. Why? Because they took it out from the Bible. And you must understand that Christianity itself was originated from Gnostic. So, which is spirituality. So, I don't want to speak about that right now. I want us to focus on reincarnation. My bad. So reincarnation is something that Christians or religion doesn't want you to know about. That is why it was not included in the Bible. And hence it's there. It was there. And it was removed for a purpose. It was removed so that people will never know why they are here. People will never know how can they get out of this place. Because reincarnation, since I never explained what it is, it's when people die and come back in another body. You come back over and over and over again. While other people can say that reincarnation, when you come over and over and again on this earth, is because you have to learn something or it's a karma, whatever the case may be. That is not true. Because when you reincarnate, you come back in another body as a newborn, you forget about everything you knew about this earth. So you start all over again. So it is a trick that we need to come out of. It's a trick that we need to wake up and come out of. Because they know that if you know about reincarnation, you'll start figuring out how to get out of this assimilation. Because whatever that we are living right now, it's not the truth. It's assimilation. It's not the truth. You know, I figured it out. Like there was a time where I was thinking by myself, that asking some questions. Sorry about that. Asking questions like, are we in a video game? Is there anyone that is remotely, controlling us? And if I'm the character, maybe there's someone that is watching on me. I must be the main character, I must do this. Because these things was a remembrance to me. So I made research and found out that this is true. That is why most of the people, or some people, have this thing called deja vu. Deja vu means you remember, you go to places, maybe you get out of town from where you are staying, you go in another province or outside the country, whatever the case may be. And then you realize that I think I know this place. I think I've been here. Or some deja vu comes in your dreams. Like you dream in another reality. You find like, I'm in this other reality, I'm this person, I have kids, or I'm living this other life, I was like this. It's a narration of a story. Sometimes you get some glimpse here and there. It's not combined together. Some of the dreams are the dreams of prophecies, meaning it shall happen, or it's the things of the past, or deja vus. So, but we never know about these things. So the only thing you need to understand about assimilation is that they want to keep you stuck here on earth. And that is not our purpose. You need to get out of this place. Hence, I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back in this reality over and over again. I need to evolve. I need to come out of this place, because you may come back, suffer again. You may come back in another body as a man, or you may come back and suffer. Maybe be born in another family, maybe be born in some kind of situation. So how do you get out of here? You need to remember that everything happening here, it's an assimilation. Everything that is happening here, it's an assimilation. It's not the truth. It's an assimilation. You need to get out of this place, because this is not reality. That's why they are feeding off of you. They want you, the deities, the elites, they want to feed off of you. Because you are doing the same thing over and over again. They taught you about school to do what you learn, what they want you to learn. After that, you go to you work. After working, you die. What did you come here for? And Christians will tell you that you come here to worship God. You are here to worship. Like, really? They made you just to worship. Because when you say that you came here to worship, this gives me an impression to say that this means that hell and heaven is the same. Because you are still going to suffer either way. You are not going to be free either way. If you go to hell, obviously you know how they explain hell. If you go to heaven, it means you are still going to suffer. You are still going to serve someone else. You are not going to have your free will to say, today I'm not worshiping. Today I'm not going to do these things. I want to be having my own infinite life. And that's what they're never going to tell you. You need to explore. I think why we are here, it's our consciousness to expand. God has fragmented himself into us, into each and every body. You are God. God is in you and God is in me. He has fragmented himself to each and every one of us so that he can experience different realities. That is why when they say that Jesus Christ came on earth, God was in Jesus. Jesus came to crucify himself so that people, you understand the logic. It's to say that God came into you, into another one, into that one, into someone else, so that he can have more of expression. But also you need to also come back, because you need to expand and also come back to who you used to be before you came here on earth. That is astral. That is outside the universe. That is outside this earth. That is astral, outside. But how do you go and explore after experiencing this reality? So now you are tricked. You can't come out of this reality. You expanded as God to this earth to understand and have this reality, this assimilation, to have this knowledge, and also to experience this reality that we are in. And after experiencing it, you have to return back to who you used to be. You understand? You need to return to the Maker. But no, they are treating you so that you are not going back to the Maker, so that you are not going back to your higher self, because you have your higher self and you came here to experience this, and you have to go back. But unfortunately, you are not going back. You reincarnate. You go there, you die, you reincarnate, you die, you reincarnate. So you never understand why you are still here. And you need to remember this. But they are not going to tell you. They're just going to tell you that you are going to heaven, you are going to worship forever, you are going to do this. It doesn't make sense. Because if you were to choose, I don't think you were to choose to worship either hell. You were not going to choose it. There must be something. Why do you have to go and worship someone else? Why do you have to go and worship God? Someone can say, because he created me. So God created you to worship you? Have you gave birth to your children so that they can worship you? It feels narcissistic. So I will come back again with another body to tell you about why they created this God and who is the real God.